It's on. I can't believe it's Friday already.
Oh, this has been a quick week.
It has been a super quick week. And good morning, everybody. We're just talking about how we can't believe it's Friday already. It seems like Wednesday to me, but a couple days ago it seemed like Friday. So I guess it all works out. And look
But
at
you
it.
know, when you get to do all kinds of fun stuff and we get new fun product in, it really does go by. The time goes by quickly.
And it is flying by.
Yes.
So today Peggy's here. As you can see, it's a Peggy day, like a lot of you like to say. So Peggy's here, and she's made one of her wonderful projects with the Fresh Snow collection from Simple Stories.
We are still scrapping outside the album.
We are. This is scrapping outside the album because this is created with the Fresh Snow chipboard frames. And Peggy, you did this for a previous collection. Oh yes, the
Berry Fields.
Berry Fields.
I
Good
always
job.
want to call it, because I have the Beatles in my head, I always want to call it Strawberry Fields Forever.
Okay, so
it's
that's
Berry
a good way to
Fields,
remember it. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. You're going to love it. So stick around. We have a lot of new product to show you that you're going to absolutely love also. So we're going to show you that first. We're going to rewind from the last week and show you what we've done the past week. And then we're going to show you new product. And then we're going to come back to Peggy. Oh, I see some gems in there too, Peggy. And she's going to show us how you can create an album.
Just like this.
A mini book, just like this, with chipboard frames and the Simple Stories Fresh Snow collection. And we know you love that already.
Oh, it's so pretty. And, you know, I mean, it makes you feel like you want to grab a book and sit by the fire with a cup of hot chocolate and just, you know, enjoy an evening when it snows.
And you know, it's kind of funny because we're going to have to ring the bell because we need to, something I forgot, all this talk about snow is reminding me. Becky, can you get us a Frosty the Snowman book, please? Oh, sure. All this fresh snow here is reminding me that it's actually, our snow is about gone here in Iowa, or in Ankeny anyway. And so we had a special on the Frosty the Snowman, the golden book, the big golden book. It's half off, and Becky went to get us one. And we mentioned it, Peggy, but then we didn't mention it again yesterday. So we're going to grab that.
It's a nice book. I like that kind of glossy pages on it, too. And it tells the same story as the little golden book, just in a bigger size.
Thank you.
And I think it's really fun.
So this Frosty the Snowman is normally $10.99, so it's $5.50. It's totally different from Fresh Snow.
Yep.
It's more your whimsical, but it is the same as the little golden book, but it is big. And we do have a few of those left still, and what a classic story.
And I think the Echo Park winter one, the Snowmies, yeah, I think that paper would look really good with this because it's got the purple in it.
It definitely would.
Yep.
Definitely.
That would be a nice little paper line to go with this.
So Janet just linked it. So if that's something you want to get, we have this special in honor of our actually 40-degree weather here that melted all of our snow, just like Frosty melted. So that's what we're doing with that.
Although by Sunday it's supposed to be below zero.
And then it's going to be cold again. So we got to enjoy today.
Exactly. Get outside.
So we got a lot of people joining us. Denise is here, and Karen says good morning.
Good morning.
And we got Janet, you guys, coming from Texas. And Katika is here from Oregon. I love that name.
Hello.
Cherie, hello. She's happy it's a Peggy day.
Oh,
and
Cherie,
we got
thank
Barbara, and we got two Kims popped on right in a row. And we got Ruby here, and Mary from Maine, and Diane, and Bunny says on the air. We don't have our on the air sign today.
Oh, where did it go?
We'll
you
have
take
to.
It home?
It's here in the back.
Okay.
We'll have to get that. Anyway, speaking of that, next week we're going to be starting construction on our studio, our video studio, and we will definitely have our on the air sign. We'll have that hanging behind us or something.
That'll be fun.
And we're getting lots of weather reports. So
we're excited about
here
the
today. It's beautiful. So let's talk about what we've done all week, because our theme this year is keep your crafting alive in 2025, and I think we are doing a pretty good job of that.
I think so too. I mean, I've heard a lot of people talk about their tracking that they're doing already, and I hope they keep it up throughout the year. I'm even doing a tracker at home. I sent my first Happy Mail yesterday.
All right.
So that's probably one more than I sent in January of last year. So
well, that's awesome, Peggy. And we do have trackers. for 2025. And if you, they are free. We provide them for free for you if you print them yourself. And if you want a printed copy on a little bit heavier paper, we're happy to do that for you too, just for the cost of printing for $1. So, and
we have different styles, so you can track however you want, whatever works for you.
Lots of choices.
Yep.
Kay says, enjoy our heat wave here in Ankeny, and it is a heat wave. I love these weather reports. They're a lot of fun. All right, well, just for review, because we like to show you what we've done, we're going to start with Friday, where we did Katie's cards, the flip and flap card, and we'll have Peggy show us these. So on Friday, Katie was here. Now the flip and flap is a new card base from Photoplay, and we are out of it, but I think it's in. I think it just arrived in a box. So yeah, you just have to go for it.
Pull it out. And look at perfect place for a gift card.
And
this
it's the perfect gift card.
Yeah. So cute.
So that one she made with Yeti for winter, and this one she made with Valentine's Day from Echo Park.
And I love, the little piece to pull. I think that is just so cool looking. Love it.
So we did that.
I love gift card goes right there.
Love doing these review days because it just reminds me of how amazing the things are that we've done. Then on Monday we launched Janet's latest card kit.
So pretty.
And it's from Season to Celebrate from Graphic 45, and we have a few left. We don't have very many left.
And I love this one that the
cinnamon
is on the back side.
Isn't that fun?
I just love that. Janet thinks of all the details.
So the kit, we have the kits left. They're $33.99, and they come with everything you need to make these cards: the directions, the cut aparts, the ephemera, the paper, even the envelopes.
And her directions are always written so well.
They definitely are. Okay, so that was Monday, and then on Tuesday we had a craft along with Teresa, and she made these cards. We've already got them on a board, believe it or not. And this is the Heartstrings Valentine card kit. These, unfortunately, are also sold out, but fortunately they are on their way back in, and Diane might even be checking them in as we speak. So we do have more of these if you'd like to make these cards. I just love all the layers, Peggy.
I do too, and I love how Teresa bumped them up with the ribbon and things. I just think it's so, so cute. And the best part about these card kits is that all you need is adhesive to do it. I mean, all the pieces come with the kit.
You don't even need scissors.
No.
So those are coming back in stock, and we just had a question about the Echo Park Family Collection, if we're getting more of that, and what we would just need to know what you would like from it so we can reorder it. Peggy, I'm not even sure what we're out of on that, but we can certainly get more of that, but we just need to know what you would like.
Yep.
Okay, so that was Wednesday, and then yesterday was Thursday, and that's when we did the crates. It was at the Throwback Thursday. Oh, whoa. You're right, that was Tuesday, Wednesday. I skipped a day. So Peggy, will you grab that? Penny was here. And oh my gosh, these folios
are so pretty.
They are. And this one actually uses the product that Peggy's using today.
This. Oh, so pretty.
So these open up, and inside of them they've got the 2 pockets. And she made Valentine tags, and she made cards.
Just so pretty? I love how she tied the ribbon on the tags too. I'm always envious of people that do that so well.
The little junk bows.
Yes, because I am bow challenged.
Well, junk bows, you really don't have to tie a bow much.
Look at that.
That was a cut apart that she tore.
Isn't that pretty? I love how she added the X's and O's above it and things.
So that will be on our blog next week if you want to see. We've got a diagram of it.
I lost the front.
And to show you how to actually make the base. And here you can see the base. It looks so professional the way it's mitered. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, the way those corners are done and it's so even. It's just really nice. Really nice.
Now, I almost skipped that one. So now yesterday what we did was Throwback Thursday. And I happen to love these crates. And we do have them. They're $15.99 for the approximately 4x6. And the one that's about 2x4 or 3x4 is, I don't know how much that one was. Maybe $11.99. And that one's in white. And we had one with the Back to School collection from Cartabella. And we added these little tags that have all your grades in here. And we added stickers to our little grade tags. And it's ready for photos and memories. And then the other one that we made, and I worked on this after everybody left, my story collection.
And we know we have a lot of viewers that are readers, and this is a great collection
for reading.
people that
You're
like to
right.
read, because it does have some book-related things in it. And so if you're, thinking about doing like Teresa's tags, what a great place to, kind of store
These
them as
would
you
be.
go along. I think this would be fun. Put a little review. I mean, what makes you happy? Reading a book makes me happy. So, I mean, these are just really fun.
And you
I love
could
how you
take
added the ephemera on. And look
one
at
of
bookmark.
the, I know, isn't that fun? One of the things I meant to do yesterday, and I don't know what happened. Sometimes you just get going and you're like, okay, that's it, we're done. Is to look at other collection packs that you could do the same thing with. If you just pick out a collection pack that interests you and get yourself one of the little crates and away you go, and you could do it for sports.
Love that one. So cute.
All right, so that was yesterday.
Yep.
Today we told you is a Peggy day, and we're going to be using fresh snow. We're going to right to that in a minute.
Yep.
If you're just joining us, we are crafting outside of the album today, and Peggy's making a mini book with the chipboard frames from the Fresh Snow collection from Simple Stories.
And everything
That
we
is
did
a
this
lot.
week was scrapping outside the album.
Yes, I think it was.
Album. So the cards
And I also
pockets
believe that we are keeping your crafting alive in 2025.
Oh, boy.
This is just from the last week, everybody. So Peggy, I'm going to give you the camera for a minute because
Sure
I want
thing.
to tell everybody about the Better Press Society. So that we are continuing the Better Press Society for January through June.
Okay.
And this is January's plate, which is a really good one. Spellbinders has had some delays. Everybody's got first of the year. They're having a little trouble getting things out of their warehouse. But this is the January plate. And if you join the society, it's 6 months. And it's $149.99, and each month you're going to get a surprise because you're going to get a new plate each month, and we have about 6 spots available to sign up for that. And then if we have leftover dies, this is what we have. They're $29.99 or plates. They're $29.99. If you join the society, you save $5 a month, so you save $30. And they work in your Better Press, and you can also do foiling with them. So I thought the January plate was a really nice one.
Yeah, it looks like it's very versatile. I think it's really pretty. I like those viney leaves. Very pretty.
And ours ships, so I think it'll be here Monday or Tuesday. So if you've already signed up for the society, we'll be getting that to you early next week.
And Janet did link that for us. So
Yay, thank you, Janet.
she's so good.
This reminds me, I don't know why, but the urn or the pot for this reminds me of like a southern plantation. I don't know why that comes to mind.
I really like it.
Okay, and then there is a new paper company called Harmony Paper Company. And we ordered, I think, all their colors, but I just want to show you, this is the teal, and it's all specialty paper. And I've opened the teal, and then I'll show you the other
It's
colors.
shiny.
It's only $12.99, and you get 20 sheets. So you get the glitter, and you get 3 sheets each. So you get the glitter.
3 of each. Wow.
And then they're calling this matte, but it does have, it's kind of a matte shine.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
I don't know if you can see that.
Gosh, the true color of it really isn't showing
And then you
up
get
on
the
camera. But
yeah,
it's gorgeous.
you get the brushed metal, which I know you probably can't see that.
That's probably one of my favorites.
You could probably
'cause
see
you can kinda
Peggy.
see the
You might be able to
line.
see the camera in this one.
Yeah, you can kind of see the line in the brush. It's so pretty.
And then you're going to get the mirror
I'm gonna
mirror
hold that
paper.
off to the side so I'm not in it.
There's Peggy.
Oh, there I am. Yep, I'm.
And then you get the pearl, which is kind of a soft shimmer.
Very pretty.
So you get all of those, and that's the teal color, but I want to show you the other colors because we've got silver,
So pretty.
and we've got red. Oh my gosh, for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And it's a good weight. It's heavy, but I think it would die cut or use it in your electronic
that red is
machines very
gorgeous, too.
nicely. And we have gold.
Gold is always good. That's always a nice little staple to have.
And then this one is pearl or ivory. This is ivory.
It's a nice one too.
And we have rose gold.
Pretty.
And then we have, this one is charcoal. And even mixing them together, look at the teal and the charcoal. There's just...
Yes. So pretty.
And then I saved this one for last, you guys. This
one is really neat.
This is called Enchanted.
Does the glitter shed? No, I don't
No,
believe it
it's
does.
it's a fine glitter and it's stuck down.
Yep.
So I thought this was interesting.
Yeah.
Our daughter-in-law, when our son and she were dating, she had an ombre prom dress like this.
Ooh, pretty.
So that's what it reminded me of. So with this, you're going to get the colorful ones, but then you also get a white and a holographic white and silver and just kind of
That
a pearl.
holographic one on the very bottom. I mean, depending on how the light hits it.
When we've had people ask for holographic paper. So New Harmony papers, $12.99 for 20 sheets. Lots of color combinations. And let me move this aside. So then we got in our order from Simple Stories, and I know a lot of you have been waiting for that. I'll set that there. So we got in Winnie the Pooh, classic Winnie the Pooh, and we also got in the sports collections.
Didn't they have like 6 new sports? But we've got a few more.
We've got them all. We got in all of the simple sets. So this is cornhole, and you get the papers, and then look at the. And Peggy, have you?
Or bags, as we call it around here.
Either one. I played for the first time this last summer. I'd never done it before.
My mom used to love to play. Even after she had her stroke and could only use one arm, that was something that she could still play, and she loved it.
So pretty nice. And there are page pieces for this. They didn't get back here for some reason, but we do have page pieces. And then pickleball for our pickleball people. And what I love is they even have these pickles that are playing pickleball.
Oh, fun. Look at that. I'm going to get a close-up of those guys.
So these are $12.99, and you get 6 papers.
I love the one that says the kitchen is closed. That's funny.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny. If you play pickleball, you know that up by the net, that is called the kitchen.
That's called the kitchen?
It's called the kitchen,
Oh
and you
my
really don't
gosh.
want to be in there.
That I did not know that. See, Peggy, I would not have understand that.
The kitchen
This
is
says
closed.
if
I
you
love
can't
it.
take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Yep. Yeah, because
Oh
they can
my
smash the ball
gosh.
right back at you there.
Oh my gosh, let's get pickled, paddle up, buttercup.
Oh, let's
great,
get pickled. I love that
great
one.
minds dink alike. So pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, then the other sports, I'll show you, we got soccer here. So we have the soccer, we have these pieces individuals. So we have the soccer stickers.
I'm liking the sticker sheets with these.
Yeah, they're
collections.
really
nice.
good. They did a good
They're
job.
a little bit bigger. The pieces are a little bit bigger, I think. So you
Great-
can use them,
great for scrapbooking.
Yeah. I mean, great titles.
Excuse
and-
me.
Yeah.
So you got paper number 1.
And these are more of like the simple sets, right?
Yes, they are simple sets.
Yep.
Paper number 2. So each one has 3 papers and a sticker sheet and a title, page pieces.
Bobby says she never enjoys being in the kitchen at home either.
That's funny. And then we got the page pieces. Oh, I'm
like
sorry,
those, yeah.
Peggy.
I really like page pieces are, one of my favorite
Collection
Oh,
packs.
there we
So,
go.
sorry, can't, soccer, bye. It's my goal. So it's got a nice sticker sheet that we showed you. So you get all of that in here. So you get 2 of each of the papers and the sticker. Okay, then we're going to move to softball. And there's 3 papers. So there's paper number 1. And each sport has a cut-apart paper. But look at that stripe. I think for Disney, wouldn't that be a great
Oh, that's a great
paper?
stripe for yeah.
Out of your league. I know I play like a girl, try to keep up. If fast pitch was easy, they'd call it baseball. So, and then look
I'm a
at,
former softball coach, so I do get a kick out of it.
so there's the other paper, and then here's the sticker sheet.
Very nice.
I think it's pretty. I like your comment bigger. Perfect for your scrapbooking, guys. And here is the pack that gets 2 of each papers and the sticker sheet. And then here are the page pieces, which they always give you an idea on the back on how to use
Which
them.
I just love. I love that they give you an idea because, I mean, isn't their premise to make scrapbooking simple
It
and
is,
quick?
simple stories.
And so
That's
when you
exactly.
do that, I mean, your page goes together so well.
And you might use this. These are $3.99. I think like locker signs, if you're doing locker signs, this would be awesome.
Senior boards.
Oh, yes.
for graduation,
Oh, my
as
gosh,
you're
because
getting ready for
the
that.
pictures are a little bigger.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to go from softball to baseball.
Okay.
And here are they're calling them the tan papers, but here's the cut-aparts. Great catch. I left my heart out on the field.
I love the colors.
Yeah, they're very good. They're basics and they're simple.
They'll go with a lot of things.
They've got the pretzels and hot dogs in with this one. I remember when my kids played Little League, I think getting that treat ticket. How many of you remember the treat ticket? That was most important, actually. There's that
one of the things that one of my grandsons would always say after his flag football game this last fall, if he pulled the flag, as soon as he got done, he said, "Okay, Dad, we got to go get ice cream." I go, "Okay." Well, you'd get it anyway, but you know.
Of course, of course. And then again, we have the collection pack that's got 2 of each of those papers we showed you, and
I really like this one.
it's these are, I think, are $12.99. Doesn't look like these are priced yet, but I'm pretty sure they're $12.99. And then we do have the page pieces that I know I really like these, and I think Peggy, you do too.
Yep, I
it's
have
got a
used
bat
the page
in
pieces.
there and a glove and some balls.
Yep, I've used those page pieces for a couple of layouts for the little boys.
Okay, now we're going to move to golf. So we've got the golf. They're calling it the tag sheet, or the elements, I guess.
Oh, look at that plaid.
Eat, golf, sleep, repeat. I'm not swearing, I'm using my golf words. Oh my gosh. I made a hole-in-one. I made a bogey on every hole and chucked my putter in one of the ponds.
That would be me.
And here's a
Mine would
nice
be more than a
argyle.
bogey.
Whoops, with some word paper.
I do like the word paper on there because that's kind of like your solid that's not a solid.
Peggy, I'm using your terminology. That I think that's a
it
memory
makes
bound
nice
original.
Background
And there's the golf course. Do I have that upside
No,
down?
you've got it right. No, now you have it right.
Now I have
There
it right.
you go.
That is going to go down in history for me, Peggy, because I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I think those solids that aren't solids make nice backgrounds and give you like some texture to go with it. You know, kind of like the Color Vibe paper. Someone said that she's sure that Doug says those things when he's golfing.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Look at the little golf cart you get, and you get
Isn't
the
that
clubs,
just so cute?
Club bag, and then a golf club. They are cute. I love them. And then we do have the collection pack. I think there's 10 sports.
Wow.
So that's where you're going to get 2 of each of. Oh, it even has the basket of balls if you're going to the driving range. Yeah, love it. All right, now we're going to move on to swimming.
Okay.
Which was never my sport, except maybe at the beach or something.
Yeah.
And there we go, and it's got life is better in the
Look at
pool.
that dot paper too. I like that.
Reach for the wall. Oh my gosh.
Your competitive swimmers.
Take your marks.
Swim team.
Swim hair, don't care. If you think your sport is hard, try doing it while you're holding your breath. Oh gosh, these are
They have
really
some
good.
Great sayings, don't they?
They do. You
Someone
wonder
had
if
a
they
sense of
just
humor.
sit around at Simple Stories and brainstorm. And then this next one, Peggy, I really like this because it's the swim lanes.
Yep.
I think that's pretty cool. And you could put 2 of these together and probably have a nice 2-page layout if you wanted to do that. But you could also do the solid that's not a solid and put 2 together and have a nice background.
Yep.
And then we have the stickers. Breakaway. If found on dry land, throw back into the nearest pool. Make waves and memories. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's
you know
good.
what? I may have to get all of them. My gosh.
I love this. Look at the bubbles on the sticker sheet.
Oh, how cute.
So this is the collection. These are all the new sports simple sets, and we have them all together out in our new section.
Is
you
there
can see
one
them all.
for tennis? Someone is asking.
Gosh, I don't think so. We got a couple more to go.
I know there's a page pieces for tennis. I remember seeing that.
We'll look and see. Now here's the cornhole page pieces that I missed earlier. They got knocked to the bottom of our
those colors
tub.
are just fun, aren't they?
They are like the new Winnie the
if you guys
Pooh
do that,
colors.
you know, as your do we have any mini golf? We have some in other. We don't have like a simple set or simple stories in mini golf, but we do have some mini golf.
Oops. Sorry, here's the back of
This
this
is hockey
one.
now.
We can ring the bell for miniature golf because I know I just ordered some miniature golf paper and I don't know if it's here yet, but here we go with some more hockey.
I really like that chevron paper too.
I have nephews and great nephews that are huge,
the hockey rink.
huge hockeyers. So
that
like
hockey
I would
rink.
go like this for
Yes.
a 2-page layout, but I love that you've got the pucks on the
pucks.
back. And then we have the page pieces. They tell me that hockey's a very expensive sport because
I've
of the
heard that
equipment. And one of my nephews is a goalie, so he carries around a bag that I think weighs more than he does.
All I can remember is the
But he's
smell
so
of it.
darn cute. The smell of hockey?
The
They
smell
do-
of the equipment.
They do talk about that.
Oh,
So here is the collection pack.
And Mama said that you could use that for competitive figure skating.
Oh, yes, you probably
Because
could.
you have some of those pieces.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to ring the bell real
Okay.
quick so we can have somebody grab what we have for miniature golf.
Sure.
And a lot of the golf you could use for miniature golf, too. All right, now we're on to basketball.
And I grabbed this one when I came in because my
You
little
grabbed
boys-
it already?
I did. Miniature golf and what was the other one?
Yeah, whatever we have for it would be great. And paper.
Yeah.
And paper. Okay, here's another
I love
basketball.
these
So they
colors.
all have that
Great
kind of a
basketball
small
colors.
little pattern, and then the tone on the solid that's not a solid. Peggy, we're going down in history for that.
are.
And here is the
We are
basketball court.
trendsetters, Kelly.
So nice 2-page layout, or you've got your
basketballs.
and you could take a circle punch and punch these out and have some
Have them
embellishments or
bouncing on the floor.
confetti or
Cute, cute.
and we've got the sticker.
Mini golf. Paper and any embellishment you can find.
So here's the sticker sheet.
Yes.
Taking it to the hoop. I'd rather be on the court. Keep calm and shoot on.
Love that one.
And then it's nice because they have all these little words at the bottom. And I use those quite
Those are
a bit.
some of my favorite pieces.
Got the collection pack. It's got 6 papers that we showed you, and 2 of each, and the sticker sheet. And then the basketball page pieces has got like a little jersey. Oh, what was that other one?
Tennis.
And you said tennis. Oh, Peggy, good job. All right, then football, we're going to change it up. And here's the football page pieces.
And you know I already grabbed this one too.
I like
It's
it.
a
This
given.
is not solid. It's kind of distressed. Very cool.
And I like the little clipboard in there with the play on it.
Well, Peggy's
the
got a
play doh.
son who is an amazing high school football coach and has been to a lot of football games.
Yes.
Hit me with your best shot, practice like a champion,
I like
Friday
that one.
nights and stadium lights. This is great. Thank you, Simple Stories, for once again bringing us something
Just hitting it out
that
of the
is
ballpark
amazing.
for us again. Yeah, the play diagrams. I like that paper. That's a favorite one.
And then here we go with, ooh, yay.
It's the field.
We've got a field, which again, you could put 2 of those together. People are
You
probably
sure could.
tired of hearing me say that, but and I might have them upside down. I'm not sure.
Those are nice. Okay.
Are there any embellishments? Okay.
How about tennis?
Okay. And here is the sticker sheet.
I like that sticker.
This is our last.
You know what I really like about the sticker sheet?
Tell me
is
your
the word
favorite thing.
football is different on the sticker sheet than on the
than on
page
the
piece.
page pieces.
Yeah.
It's more of a
It's more scripted.
blocky or whatever, and it's more
And the
scripty.
O's are footballs.
How about love you to the end zone and back?
Oh, that's a good one.
Most valuable player. I'm your biggest fan. That would be Peggy. We'd have to put a picture of Peggy,
Yeah.
and she's the biggest fan of the coach.
Yes, I am the coach's biggest fan.
She's the coach's mom.
Yes.
All right, so we'll look for that other. Becky found us this miniature golf paper, and look, it's got a little golf ball on the back, so it could really go for either. But so we have that, and I think we have a couple things coming. So stay tuned for that, everybody.
Yep.
Oh, look at this!
That is so much. And now
Look at this, you guys!
Look at that pile.
I'm going to set it over here.
Yes.
All right, are we ready for Winnie the Pooh?
boy.
What time is it? 10 o'clock. We got to get to our demo here.
I'll be talking fast through that one.
Well, it's an amazing project. So if you're joining us late, we just showed you the new sports from Simple Stories, the new Harmony, specialty papers. We talked about the Better Press Society sign up is going on.
We did the review of what we did all this week. To keep
We
crafting
did. We've
alive
done a
in
lot. We've done a
25.
lot.
We have covered a lot of
We
ground.
had a lot today. So next what we're going to show you is the classic Winnie the Pooh from Simple Stories. And Let me see what we have here. Let me see if I can figure out what.
Chris said she's coming in to pick up football and basketball today.
Oh, good, good.
And Shannon says, as a baseball coach's mom, I get it.
She totally understands.
Yep.
All right. Well, classic Winnie the Pooh is
So cute.
And I'm just going to tell you up front that we didn't order our normal huge amounts. We've got 2 more orders coming because sometimes when you see it on a computer and you're like, oh, that's cute, you know, but it is amazing. And we have more coming, and we have an album kit coming, a binder kit that Penny put together for us. And
Shannon,
that will be
the baby
coming.
paper has not come in yet. We're hoping today.
It's supposed to arrive today.
Yep.
Now, oops. Okay, here's the second paper, but what we need to do is we need to look at these, the first and the second paper together.
I really like these together. Look at that 100-acre woods.
So there you have, I think it all matches,
Yeah.
doesn't it? So there
it
you have a
does.
layout with these 2 papers. Better with Friends
All you need to do
and
is
Sweet as
mat
Honey.
your photos and put it on there
I
because
know.
you have your groupings on both of those lower corners.
The groupings are done for you, aren't they, Peggy?
So
Okay.
easy.
And then we have this paper with, the colors are really soft. I just love the colors on this. And it's got, we've had Winnie the Pooh from Echo Park, and it's just, it's different.
It is different. The colors are different. You have more of a reddish orange in there. I don't even know what to call it. But it's just really pretty. They're a little smokier, I think.
And we do have the house on Pooh Corner is coming. It's on, probably
It's on its way
arriving
too.
today.
Oh, thank you.
From Echo Park. So there is going to be another Winnie the Pooh. It's just lots of Winnie the Pooh happening.
Well, what's that licensee? Look at that. Look at how those look.
Look at the little Pooh in the florals.
Oh, I see a layout right there.
Peggy, I haven't really looked at this.
I haven't either. I just saw just a
Penny
couple
and I
pieces.
checked it in yesterday, and then it got put out, but it's just really sweet.
Look at how pretty. I love how the fronts and the backs just really match each other. So always get 2 of each because you just never know. You may not want to cut into one.
Forget it.
That's my biggest problem. I don't want to cut into one.
And here is the 100-acre wood.
Yep. So pretty.
And there is a stamp coming that's similar to this that isn't here yet, but it will be. And we've got the tags.
Oh, you can't go wrong with the tags.
There's a quote on the bottom tag in the middle that really touched me. It's how lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard.
Yep.
And that kind of gives me goosebumps when I read that.
Get you in the fields.
It's just like the quotes in here are just totally amazing. That one just about hit the floor, but there's the elements for journaling.
Yeah, I think that's a great addition to the collection is that journal element sheet.
It is.
They're versatile. You can use them.
Look at the
in
one
a lot
that
of
says
projects.
Pooh's Balloon Company. It's just really cute. And I'm sure Janet is linking this so you can look at it in detail online and see all
Donna
the...
says she needs a bigger paper drawer.
You need a paper dresser maybe with
20
drawers in it. Mm-hmm. And then there's another cute one on here. It says, "What day is it?" "Today," said Piglet. And then Pooh says, "Ah, my favorite day."
Yeah, that's this one right down here. How cute. I love the sayings. I love the Winnie the Pooh sayings.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then here's the 4x4s and the 2x2s.
So cute.
And on the back, you can't do Winnie the Pooh without a few bees.
No. Mm-mm. Not with all his honey.
And then here's the 4x6s. And it's got kind of a different color on the back. I'll flip it real quick and then flip it back.
Oh, look at the dots. You don't see those 2 colors together.
No, you don't. I like
but
it.
it's good.
I like it.
Matches a little clipboard on the top one.
Okay, so then we've
From
got,
the pieces.
there are 4 stamp sets, and here's the only one we have to show you. The rest are on their way. These are $14.99. Great for coloring.
Yes.
And Teresa got everything over here. Here's the journal bits. So this is the ephemera that's great for adding your little memories, your journals, the dates. Oh, there's even a piece of rickrack in there, Peggy.
So cute.
Whoever designs this, kudos, huge kudos. And then here are the floral bits. And I know Penny saw these and went, wow. So it matches
I
those
love
cool
floral
flowers. How did they decide what kind of flower to use?
Right.
I don't know.
I think, floral bits, any of their collections, when you can get the floral bits, it makes it so easy to do groupings.
And here's the bits and pieces. I think it was somebody told me yesterday, I think it might have been Penny, that a lot of this follows the Disney, the Winnie the Pooh, something to do with Disney. I'm not familiar with it, so I can't say. And then these are the sentiments. Oh, the
and
font.
maybe that was the choice for the colors in it too.
That's what I think she was saying. I think it was Penny.
Do we have magnetic sheets for die storage? Yes, we do.
We do. We'll have to grab those. Here are the foam stickers. And remember, with the foam stickers, you get 2 sheets.
Yes.
Bonus. And those are $6.99.
I love these for titles too.
Oh, they are. They're good for scrapbook layouts because they're big.
Yep.
And we know Peggy makes them pretty cool.
And they give some dimension too.
There's the sticky brads.
Yep.
And we've got the enamel dots. And these are glossy this time, so they got a little bit of a shine.
I like that too.
And then this is one thing that Penny used in the album that we're going to have a kit for, and these are the big bits. And it's got like a word find and a poem, and there you can kind of see it.
I think these are really nice pieces too. You know, if you're going to make an album, you can use these like, you know, as your base for your mini album too.
Or if you're having maybe a shower or a party and Winnie the Pooh's your theme, or birthday party.
And the rub-ons.
Be really cute. And this has also got 2 sheets, and these are $6.49. Stuffed with fluff.
Yep.
I heard Teresa said something about my brain being stuffed with fluff and on a previous Winnie the Pooh release. Okay, and here are the chipboard frames. Now, what we're here for today is Peggy's making an album with the chipboard frames from Fresh Snow.
Yes.
And she said you could probably do something with
easily
this.
relatable to, you know, other frame sets.
And then here are the page pieces.
I love that.
It's got Winnie and Piglet and Eeyore. My daughter's favorite was always Eeyore. And I think I've mentioned this in the past, but she had a purple T-shirt with Eeyore on it. And every family picture for like 2 years, she is wearing the same T-shirt. And I think people probably thought, you know, poor kid, didn't have any clothes. But we had to wash it sometimes at night so she could wear it the next day. Now, we showed you, did we show the sticker sheet? I don't remember, but
I can't remember that.
This has got all those cool papers that we showed you, and it has the sticker sheet, and I don't remember showing it, but I'm going to show it to you right now.
Look at that. Look at all the pieces you get in that. Oh, I love it. Oh,
I know,
look at
we
that
are loving
border. That border is great.
I think Penny used that in her book, and we might have to grab that and show it. Okay, and there's a card kit, and we are going to be doing a craft along with this card kit in February. I think it's February 18th. It's a Tuesday.
I grabbed that the other day.
So we'll be making the card kit. It's $14.99. It makes 8 cards. You can make it on your own. It's got directions, and if you want to make it with me, then get the kit and come back. We'll come back before February 18th,
yes,
but come back for that.
We'll have lots of things keeping crafting alive in 25.
I just found the sticker sheet, so we did show that.
Oh,
Then,
this is a new one.
This is new. They used to have a lot of page kits, but this is their page kit for Winnie the Pooh. And it's got chipboard and cutouts, and it's got all the papers you need.
Yep.
This is, again, you don't really need scissors like their card kit. You just need adhesive.
Just adhesive and pictures.
And Penny mentioned she might do something with this, so I hope so. I hope, Penny, if you're watching, we'll have to talk more about it. So this is $14.99, and it makes those 4 pages.
How sweet are those?
And then Memory Bound. Oh, we also have Memory Bound put together a pack of ribbon that we think matches it pretty well. And it's got a yard of each. I think there's 5 or 6 ribbons in there.
I think so too.
And we also we don't have it, but we have inserts for the card kit.
Oh, fun.
So if you'd like to get inserts that go on the inside of the cards, Janet designed those. Janet, thank you. And you're going to love them because she matched up the fonts, you guys. She does an amazing job. Peggy, that's it for Winnie the Pooh.
All right.
And the new sports and the new fancy papers. I'm just going to call them fancy papers.
Yep.
So I think we're ready now for the main event.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the camera.
All righty. All yours.
And we'll have Peggy get into position. And thanks for staying with us, you guys, this morning. We had a lot to show you. I hope that you love it as much as we do, the new Winnie the Pooh and our Friday review. We want to keep your crafting alive in 2025, and hopefully that's what we're doing. And we're going from Winnie the Pooh, which is kind of whimsical, to more
fresh snow.
Fresh Snow, which is more of a kind of beautiful vintage collection.
Yes.
And Peggy's brought over a lot of product to show us.
Not necessarily what I use, but just things that you could use to make
and we did
similar.
Yes, and we did reorder a lot of this, so we have a good inventory of fresh snow.
It's just so pretty.
It's gorgeous. So Peggy, tell us about what you're going to do.
Well, I started with the chipboard frames, and you get 6 frames in the package, different sizes, different shapes, which I really like. And this is what I started with, and I decided that I would use this to make a mini album. I had done it once before, a year and a half ago or so, and did the strawberry. What was it called again? Berry Fields.
Berry Fields, because I immediately went to Strawberry Fields Forever, like you taught me to remember it.
And I just used, the chipboard frames for this as well. And I think I got better at it this time.
So this one she bound with a book ring, and she bound this one a little differently.
I used the book ring on this one as well. I just put it in a different location because of the type of frame that I used. Types of frames that I used on it. So we'll get started with some of these. The products that I used for the album, the sticker sheet, obviously I'm going to use, you'll see that throughout, that I've got a lot of the stickers.
You get a lot on one sheet.
You really do. And I love, the snowflakes and the words. Like Kelly had said before, the words are just such a nice little addition. And you'll see these trees
just
and
just
some of
little
the other pieces.
Yeah,
You see the word winter right there on the very front. So the sticker sheet is always nice. The tag sheet, you're going to see a lot of these tags throughout. I just love how they look like they're splattered. And I think that's one of the things that really drew me to this.
It looks like it's snowing for sure, doesn't it, Peggy?
It does. So I've used, the front and back of a few of these.
Can you have Diane check that price, please?
And then the 4x4 and the 2x2 cut-aparts, you'll see some of these in there as well. The back side of the papers are all so pretty. I just think they're just a really nice collection. The journal elements, you're going to see a lot of these in there because I just fell in love with this. And some of them you're going to see in different ways and things. So maybe not, the whole size of it, the way it looks here. We might have changed it a little. And then the back side, I really liked this paper. I think this is a nice little background
That's really
paper
neat.
too. Then you have your 4x6 and your 6x4 cut-aparts. And we'll see those in here too. With the darker snowflakes, I really like those. The 3x4 cut-aparts, I am finding that I really enjoy using these a lot, and I use them as a base for pockets a lot. And in mini albums.
I was going to ask you like what you are using them for.
Not only just to tuck things in, but also for a base of pocket.
Thank you.
So there's a sticker sheet one more time.
So did you use like a collection pack?
I had the essentials. I had the essential pack.
All right.
So the collection pack plus a few other pieces.
Right.
So yes, I did, and I used all except for one of the papers. In here, you're going to see this one a lot. This was one of my favorites, and it's cut up quite a bit.
Yeah, I like that one too. And this one I thought was just
really
beautiful.
Pretty too. I just really like both sides of this.
This one sold. That one sold out right away when we first got the collection in.
I mean, gosh, side by side, so pretty, so pretty. I think we already seen that one. Yep. And then this.
Always love a plaid.
Yep. I always say a good collection either has a good plaid or a good stripe. And then I think these tickets are so nice. I mean, you can cut these up to use
they make
or
great
use it as a
embellishments.
background. They do. And I really like this with the deer. I don't want to see a deer up close and personal ever again in my life. I've seen it a couple of times, like through the front windshield of my car. I don't need to see it again. But they're very pretty on here. And I when I first saw this collection, the blues and the browns really drew me in. But as I started working with it, the green just kind of
Peggy,
pulled me.
As you're holding that right now, we can see that is the front of your album,
here.
that paper.
Yep, it is.
So it's really nice how you used it there.
So that, I mean, so pretty. Love that one. I've used this one in there, and I like this plaid too. I mean, it's just homey and comfy, and
It's very warm.
Yeah,
It's a warm color.
Yep.
Seems like, for being blue and green.
I think this was the one paper that I didn't use. I don't know why I didn't use it, because it's really a favorite of mine.
That's
I really
the
like the
paper.
snowflakes.
Okay, I'm going to bop over.
Penny used it.
Penny
didn't she?
used it, so I'm making an awkward move here.
Yep.
So that was the paper that Penny used. She used the same collection as Peggy, and she used it on her folio.
Yep.
Here. And we showed that yesterday.
Yep.
No, 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Yep.
I'm a little messed up with my days.
So I mean, it's very pretty, and I love the dot. I think that's always nice to have. So,
and we have a question that
Sure.
we need to ring the bell for.
Okay.
And I think I remember it, but I'm not sure. About magnetic storage sheets for dies.
Yeah. Magnetic sheets for
Magnetic
die storage.
sheets for die storage, please. Yeah, the ones that we have.
Yep. And then I used the rub-ons, and you'll see those throughout. They go on so smooth. That's the one thing I really love about that. I use the floral bits, which these are really, a lot of these are kind of oversized, and I kind of like that. But I love all the pineapples.
Pineapples? Pine cones?
Pine cones.
Pineapple sounds good, though.
I mean, I like the brown. The brown just kind of sucked me in on this one. And then just the bits and pieces, the
regular?
Yeah, the regular bits and pieces. You get so many different pieces. I really like those. I like these stars, these dimensional stars. Those are kind of maybe my favorite piece there.
Oh, let's see. Let's get a close-up of Peggy's favorite.
That green star in there.
There it is, everybody.
Yep.
Did you use
And
the
then
chipboard, too?
I used some of the chipboard as well. Again, there's another one of those stars. But yeah, I used
There's
some
her
of the
stars that
chipboard,
she likes.
especially these pieces are my favorites. So I use that, and I use the solids.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bring the solids over. There's just a very good sampling of the colors in this collection.
Has a lighter blue on it, too. So yeah, I use the solids as well. So you'll see those
Thank you,
throughout
Diana.
the album as well.
Here, maybe right here. We're gonna after you, and then other items that you use, Peggy.
Yep. I did have the page pieces, and I think I didn't use a lot of these. I used the lantern, and I used some of the snowflakes, and I used that. So. But I had so many pieces from everything else, I didn't really need to use a lot out of that one. So, and then I've used the ribbon and the gems.
So there is a ribbon pack that we have curated, or we picked out colors that we thought looked really good with the collection, and you can see that they
do.
They really do. Look at them with the. And so if you want to get that, you can. And you use the
so
gems,
pretty.
the Winter Wonder.
So
gems.
pretty. And I brought over the cool velvet, because I think that's so pretty with it too. I didn't have this, but I think this would have been really pretty to use.
I agree.
So I brought that over just because I think it's so pretty on there.
Now, okay, before we get started
Yes.
looking at Peggy's book, we had a question about magnetic sheets. I can't even pick those up with one hand, Peggy.
I know, they're heavy. They're very
so
heavy.
we have, those look like they're maybe 4x8 or 4x7.
It doesn't say on the back, but yeah. More than a 4x6, that's for sure. These are 4x6.
And there's the
these are 5x7.
5x7 from Lawn Fawn.
So these would be 5x8 maybe. 5x7s.
And that one is actually an adhesive sheet if you want to make a magnet. So that's not really for die storage. This one is not for die storage, but the Lawn
this one
Fawn
is.
definitely. And the Lawn Fawn ones are super heavy. And then we have the Pro Mag, which you are 8.5 by 11, and you can cut that with your trimmer if you wanted to.
Notebooks.
Oh, and then these are new.
Light. I haven't seen these. These are
it says 5 sheets, and they're 7 by 9.
Yep, 7x9. I like those.
I
That's
forgot
a nice
those
size.
were new. I don't know if we've ever shown them before. And then there's the 4x6,
My studio.
or I'm
light.
sorry, they're 4x7. And then we sell a lot of the Lawn Fawn ones. I think it's because they're heavy.
Yep, the 8.5 by 11s on that.
And then Peggy, I think we should. Would you mind jumping over and getting that tennis stuff?
Oh yeah.
We had a question about tennis earlier,
Yep.
and we kind of forgot. It happens, you guys.
Yes, it does. Becky
Diane
pulled
says
a
I need
lot.
to move my microphone, so I'm going to move it.
Okay.
All right. All right. So we had a question about tennis, and they don't have a simple set for tennis, but look at what Memory Bound does have. If you're a tennis player or have a tennis player that you need to scrapbook for or make a card for, this would be a great card background.
You know, I love this one because you can even color in.
Oh, you could,
the words to kind of go with your layout.
So we're
too.
having a commercial break, everybody, and then we'll be back to our regular program.
And most of these are double-sided, I think. Oh, that one's not. Sure.
Except for that one.
Yeah, as soon as I say it.
Oh, cool.
Yes, that's neat. That's fun. Scrapbook customization.
And that's actually, is that a sticker? Is that a paper or sticker sheet?
Nope, this is a paper.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, that's a paper. A cut apart paper.
And that one we showed, I think.
From Reminisce.
Or a similar one.
One from Reminisce.
Oh,
I
no,
like
we
that.
didn't
Nope,
show it. Oh my gosh.
Okay, is this going to be in or out? I don't know. Can't tell. You know, the Australian Open is going on right now, too. It just started this week.
Peggy, you're so knowledgeable about sports.
So, you know, if you're into tennis, that's on.
I like that one with the ball in the air.
Yes. So pretty. I like the contrast between the colors on there. And then we have,
It's kind of got a flocked,
that's
just like
cool.
a tennis ball.
I like that. That's neat. And your tennis balls. Oh, Scrap and Sports and More. I might be familiar with that one. And that's from Scrap and Sports and More. The Ball on Fire. Like that. And then we have...
I'd say we have a lot of tennis stuff.
We have collection pack from Reminisce, and the papers that we've already shown are all in here. And then there is
a sticker sheet.
And then we have border
laser
die.
cut border.
Yeah.
I love that we're having a commercial break.
I do too. To see all this stuff.
It is what it is.
I like that. And then we have...
those are cute. I love these little tennis rackets.
Yeah. But these are nice little additions, either to a car or a journal box, you know, something like that.
Now,
Really
you
cute.
can go online and go to shopping and go to themes and then go to sports and then go to tennis, and you can see all of this up close. We're just going to flip through it kind of quickly, but you'll be able to see it really nicely if you're looking for something in
I
particular.
like that optic yellow on so many of them. I mean, it's the color of the tennis ball, but it's just very bright. Stickers.
You're doing a great job.
Tennis,
Peggy.
tennis, tennis, tennis. Like that as the border.
And I like these stickers too from Paper House.
Because they're realistic. I think we already saw. Oh, these are different
Oh,
colors.
little different colors.
Yeah, that's it. The different colors, and this was the yellow.
Oh, I didn't realize those were different colors.
I didn't
Okay.
either. Good job, Becky. And then this.
Tennis
I like
players.
these, yeah. And then this is just a supersized sticker, so you see where it kind of comes off.
And that's cool if you cut it like in half or in thirds and put one on one side of your layout, one on the other.
Yep.
Shannon says almost makes her want to play tennis.
Shannon, your knees must be a whole lot better than mine.
And younger than
Yes.
mine. I remember playing tennis, and maybe you do too, and most of what I did was chase the ball.
Yeah, me too. To the fence.
All right, while Peggy is getting that gathered up, we're going to change our camera position because you're going to want to have a really good look at her project today. So we are going to put it in the arm. We call it the arm.
Yep.
So that you can see it.
Over here.
And I don't want to shut us off, so I'm going to try to clamp it here. And I'm probably going to have to move it this way. So let's go over this way. And then I'll zoom down in it. So hang on, everybody. Am I turning this the wrong way? Oh, well, yes, I am. I'm loosening it instead of tightening it.
Going
So
loosey.
we're loosening it. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right, so let's get us focused in.
Okay.
I'm going to move this out of the way.
All right.
And
Oops.
this opens like so.
Yep.
doesn't it? Okay. And I'll watch it and I'll zoom
Okay.
in as we need to.
Okay.
So,
And I am going to actually take the ring off of it. Okay.
oh, that's good. Then
So that we can
it.
show each individual page. So I'm going to do a real quick flip through with the ring, and then I'll take the ring off so we
Okay.
can kind of talk about each of the pages. So the front page is started, it starts with one of the frames, and then just kind of decorated that up. And then we go to the back, So I'm just going to do a real quick flip through, and then we'll come back through and talk about each of the elements
It's
on each of
interesting
the
that
pages.
you put the ring in the center like that. That is really neat.
You know, we debated about where to put the ring because of the shape of some of these frames, and this is another frame. So you see you get different sized frames in the pack. And then some of the pages I just, created myself. I just, with the cardstock. This page right here, this frame was the main reason that I put the ring in the middle, because I couldn't go like to the edge because then it'd be sideways. I didn't really want to go to the side because I thought it'd be harder to flip.
Off either, right?
Yeah, it was too cute not to include. So it was really pretty. So, and this is just, a page that I cut to the side, made just with the regular cardstock, and then the back. And actually, we debated about which side would be the front or the back. So, you choose whichever you want. You can do it either way. This is the back on mine and the front on mine. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my ring off. Let me find the middle of it here so I don't lose any
And then
ribbon.
we'll adjust the camera so we can make sure you can see it all.
Yep, we will do that.
I think you guys are going to love it. This month we're doing a lot of like crafting outside of the album, and this isn't just another. And who would have thought to use the frames to make an album except Peggy? I almost said Katie, and then I said Peggy, and then I said.
And my ribbon on here is just made from the ribbon pack, and I just tied it in a double knot. I just cut 5-inch lengths of the ribbon and just tied it in a double knot on there.
Perfect.
So, and then the curling ribbon is a little bit longer just because it curls up, but the most of it is just 5-inch ribbons.
Peggy, they already love it. Turn it around the other way.
The other way, I keep forgetting.
I'm
used to doing things upside down.
I know. We usually are trying to do everything upside down so you can get a better look. And today we are going to be right side up.
Okay. All right. Well, we are going to get started here. I'm going to just put the pieces that I used right here in front of me so that I can tell you which is which that I used.
So Peggy's getting organized, and they love it already. Love it, love it, love it, says Mary. And Donna's asking, is the base for all the pages the frames?
No.
So there's frames and then some other things.
Yeah. I think I have 4 frames in here. There's 4 of the 6 frames that you get in the in the package.
You get 6 in the package.
Yep.
So there's a couple that she saved for another project.
Yeah, the double ones are the ones that I saved for another project. I didn't use those. I could have easily used them in here, but it was just getting to be too many pages. So I had to stop. I had to stop myself at some point and say, "Whoa, you've done enough." But to start with, we have.
Would it help if I opened a frame?
Let's open one of those and then they can see what it starts with, because a lot of them, the way they start is not how they end up. So on this one, I started with the wood grain frame. So this was what we started with right there. Okay. Now, this frame, I wanted it to go this way. I wanted it to go horizontal. But if you look at it, it's actually made to go vertically. It says Magic of Winter there. But I wanted my book to go this way. So I had to figure out a way to kind of cover that out without losing a lot of it. So I went to...
See, I would have been stuck. I would never have thought to turn it.
So I went to the page pieces and I found this lantern.
It's kind of glaring a little bit. There you go.
Okay.
There,
I found this lantern piece right here, and I thought that's a nice large piece to put on the cover, and it would cover up that Magic of Winter, even though I love Magic of Winter. If you want to make your book, go this direction, make it go this direction, do whatever you want. As Tim says, you do you.
That's right.
But I decided mine wanted to go this way. I did use my brush corduroy ink on everything, so you'll see that. But I took that lantern piece, inked it up. I put some foam adhesive underneath it to bring it up a little bit. The pine cones are right on there. I did take a piece from the floral bits to put right back here. The snowflake is from the chipboard. And then this piece right here that says documented, I believe is from the, it's from the bits and pieces. So it comes from the bits and pieces right this way. Gosh darn it. It's one of those.
So it's right here.
Yeah. Yep. So that came from the bits and pieces, and I just like that little addition. The word winter came from the sticker sheet. And as I always do with all of my stickers when I use them on a project, I powder it because I really never know how I'm going to use it. But I powdered it, and then I applied my foam adhesive so I could pop that up a little bit. And then you'll see I have, some of the gems there. And then I also added from the rub-ons, because you'll see in this paper that I used, this one, I used this paper. There aren't any snowflakes on there, but I wanted snowflakes. So I went to my rub-on sheet and I just, picked out a few snowflakes and just rubbed those on, just to add a little bit, in there. So
it fills it
that's
in
the cover.
nicely.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So that's the cover.
And we have a question.
Sure.
I'm not sure. It 4 by 6. She says, so 4 by 6.
No. The 4 by 6 will fit on the inside.
Yeah, maybe it's not applying to this. I'm not really sure. Let us know.
Yeah. For the most part, with the pages that I created to go into the album, they are 7 3/8 by 5 3/8 is what size they are. But what I would do is, just kind of trace around your frame and then cut it to that size, and then when you put it on, you can sand it off, or you can just trim it off to that, whatever you want to do. So now for this page, I again just continue to use this paper, and I just cut from down here because I wanted that deer in there. I just thought that was just really pretty. I wanted to continue with the green. You'll see that I added a couple more of the rub-on snowflakes, and then down here in the winter, that is also from the rub-ons. I just thought that was a cute little addition, just to add just a little detail. From the sticker sheet is this tree, and again, I just kind of inked that up. Catching snowflakes came from the, let's see, it came right there from the ephemera bits and pieces, and then these came from the floral bits and the snowflake, and then I tucked a little heart in there. This was just cut, I think this is like 3.5 by 3.5, 4 by 4 for the frame. I cut it to fit on the side of the deer. So that's where that one came from, and again, like I said, I added the few little rub-ons just to give it a little more detail. And then foam adhesive behind those two just to give it a little dimension. So that's our cover page. So our front, which is upside down, so our front, and then our back. So that's that page 1.
Looks great so far. Everyone is loving it, Peggy.
So am I the right direction here?
You are.
Okay, I just have to be looking
at it. So it's right
to
you.
Okay. Now on this one, what I did, as we were flipping through the papers, when we talked about that one sheet that I said you're going to see a lot of in here, what would you call that? Is it ledger paper? Is that?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a notebook paper.
Uh-huh. So this is the sheet that I used for that. Gosh, darn it. This is the sheet that I used for that, and I just really liked how I liked the lines on the paper, so it gave you a place to write on if you wanted to, and I liked how it splattered. So that is kind of what I was looking at for this, and I really liked this corner. I liked the pine cones in the corner, so I didn't have to build my own grouping. Yep. So I didn't have to build my own grouping. It was right there. Especially when I'm doing a mini album, I don't necessarily want to always build my own groupings because I'm going to build, some more simpler ones, in other parts of the paper. And then I decided I wanted to kind of have this look kind of like belly band type of thing. So what I did on this one is the paper that I used, which is one of my other favorites.
Are there any that aren't
my
favorites?
gosh,
I don't
no.
think so.
Okay. Was it this one? I can't remember. Anyway, I was able to cut a little bit, just a piece, from a scrap piece that I had, and I just kind of cut a strip down to make a belly band. I used my score tape at the top of the bottom because I wanted things to be able to slide in and out. So if I wanted to put like a photo frame or something like that, I can do that. If I just wanted, just little ephemera pieces, I could do that. I could pop those in. And then I just used pieces from the ephemera package, and this right here is one of the tickets that I cut from that ticket sheet that we had.
Yeah.
So I cut that out.
That this
yep,
one?
that one. So I cut that out and used that.
There's the paper.
Yep.
You just cut
Right
one
there
out
it
of.
is.
Makes lots of embellishments, doesn't it?
And then these three pieces are all from the ephemera bits, and then the star as well. And I just like this dimensional star. That's one of my favorite things. All bundled up. That came again from the ephemera bits, and then I added a little heart. And then you'll see a couple of little gems.
I love
Lots
that
of ink
that's
there.
your favorite thing.
So
And
easy.
And we do have a question. Peggy.
Sure.
So is the paper between the frames? But this page is just paper, but on your first one, maybe
Okay.
just show that again if you could.
On this one, the paper is between, is this paper is glued to the back of this frame. So it's just cut, a little bit larger than the opening of the frame, and I just used my Nouveau glue and glued it to the frame. So that's that. And then to do this page, I cut the paper the size of the frame and then just glued it to the frame. Does that make sense?
Yes, I think it does.
Okay.
And then there's a question about partnering up frames and making them back to back, which none of them are the same.
I didn't do because they're all different. They're all different. They don't, like, if you put this frame and back it to this frame, they're about the same size, and you could certainly do that, especially if you put the paper in between. I think it would work just fine.
You could probably put some ephemera sticking out there to cover it.
Yeah, I think that would work. I didn't do it on here. I didn't think to do that. So I think,
It's always, we love getting all the ideas. It's perfect.
If you wanted to use, maybe the ovals together on something, you could certainly do that. That would work. Those are cut, the same size, so you can cut your paper that way if you want to do that. I think that would work too. And then like the double one here, if you want to use that. Oopsie. With this one, it's just a little bit bigger, but it would still work. It would still work.
So, Peggy, I'm sorry, I think going back to the first page, the question is, how do you add the picture?
How do we add the picture? You don't add one to the front here because that's the cover. But this one, my things are not stuck down, so you can slide your picture in. You can slide your picture in there.
And if you're making it before you do pictures, you could always put it in as you create.
Right, exactly.
Great question.
So
Thank
slide
you.
your picture in.
I love getting ideas and questions. It's wonderful.
Yep. And then on this one, this piece right here came from the journal element, and then of course the tag sheet for that other tag. And you'll see a lot of the journal elements throughout because that was just one of my favorite pieces to use. I just really liked it a lot and used it quite a bit. So let me find it here. Try to put them all together. There we go. So the journal elements are really nice. You can see all the different pieces. So this is the one that I just trimmed out and put in here. I didn't do anything to it. I just put it, inside the belly band, and then, the tag. So that's
Looks like
that
you
side.
used a tiny attacher. Maybe
I
could
did.
you pull it up close
I
to the
did.
camera to see that?
Yep, I used a couple of the different ribbons and used the tiny attacher. You all know that I am bow challenged, so the tiny attacher was my
Perfect.
friend. So
Perfect.
that's how all of the ribbon is attached in here.
That's so pretty, Katie.
Okay.
Or Peggy. I don't know why I'm doing that, but
That's all right. That's all right. Okay, now we go to this page, and this is probably one of my favorite ones. I think it was one of the first ones that I created, and I just really liked it. I used, it's cut 7 3/8 by 5 3/8, and the reason it's cut to that length is because that's kind of the size of what the frame was. So I wanted to make that pretty close to that same size. And so I just used that ticket paper. I had a little strip of this plaid paper that I just kind of tucked in over here
my
next
gosh.
to the element, the journal element that I used.
I would have
really
never
like
thought.
that.
I would have never ever thought to do that.
Just
Peggy.
kind of
You
separate it and give it, you know, a little contrast there. And this came from one of the ephemera packages the Snowflake did. I really liked these snowflakes. These were my favorite snowflakes to use. I just kind of really like them. Winter, that came from the ephemera package as well, the bits and
pretty.
pieces.
That's so pretty.
That's right here on that, and you'll see a lot of those. I like that they include words with that. And then Wonderland also came from that. And then this piece right here, back here, came from the floral bits. And you'll see, like I said before, a lot of the floral bits are a little oversized, and that worked out really well because I
Yeah.
could use this to create a pocket, and that's what I did. I just, you know, put some adhesive down along the bottom, and then I could tuck my tags in. And again, you know, because I know that this was going to be handled, I glued them in there.
Yeah.
But so, you know, this one I made to, the tag is made like for a photo frame or a photo mat. I just tucked a little snowflake at the top. You can just slide your photo right in there.
So
and then
cute.
this one, I added the rub-on Let's Chill, and that way you can kind of write about whatever your, you know, your tag is or your photo is. So that's how that
Peggy,
one came
people
about.
love this, and they're saying so many wonderful things about you and your designs.
Well, thank you. That's
So,
very kind.
Thank you for being part of Memory.
Yeah,
Thanks for
right.
making us look good. I love that.
I tell you what, we have some of the kindest people as customers that are here, and just really, I mean, I have met so many lovely people. I too numerous to count, just can't. Okay, so here is this frame. And you'll see I added a few things to this one. I love that it had all the snowflakes on it,
Yeah.
so I didn't have to add anything there. The only thing I added the word snow, which came out of the, again, out of the ephemera package there, the ephemera bits. And then I added, right up here, this is rub-on. Right there, 100% chance of snow. I just thought it fit right in there. It was the color that I wanted, and it went with the theme of it. And then I just used the one of the solids to kind of back it. Again, cut to the size. When I glued this on, I actually left the top open, although you can't really tell that, but the top is open so that you can slide your picture in there. So that's what I've done, is left the top open so you can slide your picture in there. So you can put your picture in there. If you want, you know, have a smaller one that you know you just want to put in there without sliding it in, you can just adhere it right there, and then you have that dark blue as your photo mat too. So that would work that way.
Peggy, I think putting these together, you can really see the difference with
Yes.
the inking. So,
Oh yes.
Peggy's ink of choice is brush
Corduroy.
corduroy. And I just thought that was a really good example to see kind of a before and after.
Yeah.
And if you choose to ink or not, you know what the difference is.
Well, and I think you can really see it on this one too, how different that looks.
Especially on the ephemera.
Yeah, you can really see it on that one. Okay. So then if we go to the back side of this one, I did trace around this frame and try to cut my paper to
sneaky,
match it.
sneaky.
Not that I'm a great fussy cutter or anything, but it worked out okay.
Yeah.
And then I just to create, you know, my work area for this, or you know, my design area, I just created a photo mat, and I really can't tell you what the size of that is either. I can't remember, but you know, it just fits right on there. And then I used my corner rounder and rounded the edges on that because I just thought it looked better.
That adds to it. I agree. It does
Because
that.
these were a little bit rounded here, so I did that. And then just used a little bit of background paper here. Again, I think this is a 4x4 cut apart as my base, and then I just added a bit of ephemera to it. So this is the 4x4 cut apart. I added this as my pocket to use as my pocket. Then I added the snowflake in there. Again, this is all, one piece, so you don't even have to worry about doing that grouping. And then I just, found some pieces that I thought looked really nice there and tucked those in.
Well, Peggy,
just tuck
Bev
things
has a comment that the light bulb kind of went off when she said it, but a lot of what you're showing you could use on card fronts.
Absolutely.
So you could easily take, I mean, you might not use a great big frame like this unless you're making a huge card, but all
your
little
4x4 with
and
your
everything, that is
absolutely.
a fantastic idea.
Absolutely, you can. So that was this one. That so we have the frame, and then we have the back side of the frame on that one. And again, you see that it is smaller than the first two pieces, but we're doing a mini album, so it's going to work.
That's
to have the different sizes.
It makes it kind of a junk, of a junk album, junk binder type of thing.
And I think it just makes it interesting when you look through it. So, next page. This is one that I just created out of paper. So I started with just the solid, and this is a solid. So again, this was cut. Let's see, this is the 4x6. It's probably 6.5 by
probably
what?
Or 7, maybe
7 by
5
5 by 7 probably in that range. Each of those are just cut to mat. I used a cut apart here and one of the 4x6 cut aparts, and then what I did was, you'll see the evergreen trees on there, and I just took those from the sticker sheet, and they are cut from the sticker sheet, and I just used my dimensional adhesive and put those on. But you can see that is where this is the cut apart that I used.
Yep, perfect.
Still on there?
Yep.
Okay. This is the cut apart that I started with, and this is where it ended up, because I wanted to use the rub-on deer as well. So I added
2 deer.
Yep, there's 2 deer.
Oh my gosh.
And you'll see, I mean, I don't have all of its legs on there, but it's enough. I wanted it underneath that word winter. So I wanted, even though the antlers go up there, but I wanted this to be a real wintry kind of scene. So added the trees to make it, kind of foresty. The gems, this is a rub-on in here with the deer, and then I added one of those words from the sticker sheet. This is beautiful, right down there.
So your stickers, did you de-sticker them with the powder tool?
I absolutely did. Every sticker you see has powder on it, because that is just what I do.
You powder all your stickers.
I powder them all. It's kind of like an automatic thing. If I take it off the sticker sheet, my powder tool is right there, and I'm powdering it, because I just don't know where I'm going to use it sometimes. And sometimes I think, well, I'm going to put it there. Well, that's not exactly where I want it. And then if I want to put dimensional adhesive on it, I want to powder it so that when I put the dimensional adhesive, it stays up and it doesn't stick on a tip or something like that. So, so yeah, I do powder it that way. So that's that sheet right there. So this was really easy just by using that 4x6 cut apart. And then this side, I just went back to that ticket paper and used a little bit more of that, and then used, I think this is also one of the 4x6 cut aparts, actually.
Oh, okay.
It is, I don't know, it's right there.
Yeah, perfect.
So you'll see that we
covered the
I
birdhouse.
covered the birdhouse with my tags and my things. I wanted this part in here because I thought I really liked that, and I wanted to use some of the rub-on. I like how the pine needles came up. It's kind of your little grouping, but I wanted to add to it. So I just added the rub-ons right through here. It already said winter memories. I wanted to kind of go with that word winter. So, hello winter. I use the banner, it says magic of winter. This was one of these right here. don't know if that's clear, but it's one of these, and I just kind of tucked it under there so you can't see, you know, the top of the file thing. Under there, this is kind of popped up. Again, one of the larger floral bits that I used as my pocket, and then I just, you know, one of the flowers, one of the, you know, just the different ephemera pieces that you have. Now, my tag, you'll see as I pull it out, I did cut it, because otherwise it would have, you know, stuck clear up here.
Tricky.
So I just kind of cut that down a little bit, and I thought, well, you can use that to journal on if you want. You can put a little picture over here if you want, you know, or, you know, any little saying. If you have a winter poem or something like that you want to print out, you can put that on there too. And I just kind of tuck things in, so that was kind of a fun way to do it. But again, you know, I start with the 4x6, the plain paper as the mat, and then the ticket paper going out a little bit further on that. So, and that created the pages. I just made sure that, you know, the ticket paper and this dark green cut the same size, and that creates a nice weight page,
makes it a little heavier.
because it's a little bit heavier rather than like, I was going to start off with just like the one thickness, you know, the single thickness of the paper, but I thought that was a little too flimsy, so I went with the two.
Someone's asking, do you ever powder your whole sticker sheet?
No, because that's too many pieces for me to try to keep track of. I will usually only powder what I take off, and sometimes after I've, you know, taken it off and powdered it, I don't use it, and so I you know, throw it in the
right?
Yeah, I throw it in with the like with my ephemera package or something like that. So it works that same way. But no, I usually don't do it all at one time. I'm not organized for that. I'm just not. You know, organization is not a part of my, I don't know, my part of who I am or what I do. I'm not a hugely organized person. I'm creative. I can't be organized.
You are creative.
Right?
We all know
I have to go the other way. So, okay, so here now we're starting with this oval frame. And again, I just thought this was so pretty with all those flowers, but I wanted to add something to it. So I went to the ephemera bits and I just took out the birdhouse on there.
Oh my gosh.
So,
I love that.
and use that on there and put that on top of the flowers. A little, this is from the chipboard piece, this little star, and then I just used the word. So this one came together really, really quick. I did put a couple of little gems on there. You can't really see it, but I wanted it to be kind of snowy there.
It adds
so,
to it.
So that's how quick and easy that one came together. This one I left open at the top again so that you could slide your picture in.
Good idea.
And then the other side, obviously, you know, there we are. So I kind of cut my paper.
different.
Yep. Now, if you're going to do this, the one suggestion I would have is know which paper you're going to use on the front and the back, and then cut your back to fit your frame before you decorate up the front, because it will make a difference as far as how you cut your paper. Because once you decorate up the front, you're not able to cut right along
then you
the
can't
frame.
trace.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Good tip.
And I'll say that I learned that from experience.
That's all she's going to say.
That's what I'll say. I was going to say telling you from a friend, but that doesn't really work well.
You heard.
You know,
You
asking
heard
for
about
a
it.
friend, but yeah. But that's my tip there. So this one, I just used my oval cutter and kind of, you know, cut a little oval mat to make that green, because I wanted that green to come through because there's so much green in here, and it's such a pretty green. I wanted to use that star. That's one of my favorite pieces.
Favorites, yeah.
And then the snowflakes that come with the ephemera bits, they come in green and blue and dark blue and brown, and so I was able to pair that up. I just kind of wanted to stay with that color family, and I'm not sure what kind of flower greenery that really is, but I liked, you know, the smaller one there. This again is one solid piece that came from the floral bits, and then I just tucked in a little pine cone and a little other piece, you know, just for some dimension on there. And again, this is open, so you can slide your picture in.
And Peggy, can you flip them to the other side and show the difference? People are asking about your ink color again, and I think that you could see really well also the difference between those two.
Yeah, you can really see it on the flowers.
Brushed
I think.
corduroy is Peggy's go-to brown.
I'm going to go side by side so
And
you
it
can
is
really
a good color
see
for
it.
this. Oh, there you go.
You
Perfect.
can really see how, and I got, the one nice thing about these chipboard frames is they hold the ink really well. Sometimes you'll get pieces that, don't necessarily hold the ink great. Sometimes stickers don't, but the chipboard pieces really hold your ink well. So when you ink those, it does stay on. It's a little slickery.
Slickery? I've used that word
at
before.
first, but it will hold that on there really nicely. So that's this one. And again, the reason that this album has, the hole in the middle is because of this frame, because I wanted to include it because I just thought it was so pretty. And I needed to hang it in there somewhere. So, and then next we just have another one of those pages that I created just with the paper. Again, it's cut 7 3/8 by 5 3/8. To do that, I just used the plaid. As you'll see, I really wanted to use...
That's a good page.
It is. I wanted to use this, and I wanted to use the hot chocolate because really in the winter, what says winter to me more than anything is a good book by the fireplace and a blanket and a cup of my favorite hot drink, and that is hot chocolate because I'm not a coffee drinker. So I knew I wanted to use it in here, and so I decided to use the 3x4 as a pocket. Again, I just keeping cozy. I wanted to stay kind of in that theme. I added hot chocolate onto the tag, and that was from the rub-ons, because I thought that was just really kind of fun, and kind of tuck that in there. And then this was a piece cut from leftovers of this. So I had some of this left over, and I just wanted to use it. I just wanted to use it. So I just turned it the other direction and used that. And then this is all rub-on. So hot cocoa is like a hug from the inside. I just kind of cut that apart and used that in there. Added a few gems. Again, like I said, the snowflakes come in different colors, and the hearts, use that. The hot chocolate mug is from the ephemera bits. On here again, I did cut out the white from here because I didn't want the white in there, so I used my X-Acto knife and cut that out.
Very good
So
tip.
you could leave it in there. It would be just fine to leave it in, but I cut it out because that's kind of how I liked it. And then the Let's Get Cozy came from the chipboard. You'll see that. Oop. You'll see that. The Let's Get Cozy. You'll see that there. Then I added the pine cone behind and the snowflake on top, just to give it a little bit more. And then I thought, well, it's kind of plain over on this side, so let me see what else I can add. And of course I have all these pieces laying out on my desk, and so I just start kind of grabbing things. I thought this flower kind of went really pretty on there, and I kind of tucked that in from the floral bits. Another pine cone, another piece of, I don't know what that is, but I just really like, that's probably one of my favorites.
Berries, I guess.
Yeah, the little
I
berries,
call it berries.
snowberry. We'll call it snowberries.
Snowberries? I love that.
Because it's white.
I love it.
And then the
Peggy.
snowflake too. And I did pop the snowflake up. The other things are just stuck down. So it just comes together.
If you want to show it, what it looks like with, which I guess you could even put it like right here.
Yeah, you can put it right in there.
I think that's why it struck me funny when I saw it, because you had cut out. So we have permission. Peggy has given us permission to cut out those negative spaces.
Yeah, you can cut out anything you want. And then again, you can see the color of my ink here too.
Yeah.
Versus the white on there. As you can see how that
cool.
goes. So again, I said like the gems, just pop things in there.
So I think that struck my fancy.
I can't put my hand through it if it's
You
solid.
can't drink
I
it.
can't drink out of it. And I really kind of wanted to think about how am I going to put marshmallows in there. But if I had more time, I probably would have figured that out. But oh well. Oh, and then I added a little heart there. I added the brown heart to it. So. Okay.
Very cool.
And now the back side. This one I kept kind of simple because the other ones are kind
That's simple?
Well, the paper's busy.
Simple for Peggy.
The paper's busy. I just cut, a photo mat using, the two solid blues. I had that, and then some leftover from the the wood grain. And I knew I wanted to use this word day on here because I wanted it to just feel frosty. So I wanted frosty, I wanted frosty, I wanted it to be a cold day.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of tucked those things in. I tucked, you know, the floral bits in here too. Now, again, because I don't have photos on here, I leave this open so that I can put that in there. Pine cone snowflakes, again, you know, I loved this type of snowflake to add, you know, to it. I add some of the darker gems because I thought it went well with the darker background. The floral bits, this is from the sticker sheet, and I thought I need to use that somewhere. You know, I covered it up on the one frame, and I thought I need to use that, or on the one photo mat, I guess. I thought I need to use that somewhere, and it just kind of filled the space that needed to be filled.
Perfect with the wood paper and stuff.
And again, you know, you can just tuck your photo. If my fingernails would work, you know, you just tuck your photo right under there. So that works. So this one actually came together pretty quickly once I figured out the placement for the word day, and then the photo mats. So that is that one.
Peggy, we have a question. They want to see the gems that you're using again.
Oh, absolutely. They are the honeybee gems, and they are the Winter Wonder gems on here. And I used every single one of these on here. So
every color?
Every color. I should say every color, not every single one. I still have some left, but I used every color that's on here. They're just so pretty. And honeybee has so many different choices. You know, you can get a sheet that just has like these white ones on here, which would be really pretty, or just the crystal ones, which would be really pretty. I think they're all just really nice on here. So those are the gems that I used. And you'll see that again. Here I used them on here just to kind of brighten things up. This was from the bottom part of, let me grab that paper.
Is that your favorite paper with the tickets
I really liked it. It came from, I should have put these in order, but you know, I wasn't smart enough to do that.
Well, while you're finding your paper, Peggy, I would like to just say something about our online store.
Yeah.
It looked like, and this is funny, but yesterday somebody commented that something came up with a wait list.
Yes.
And I didn't see the word wait, so I thought it had to do with shipping and how heavy things are. And I'm like, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. We do have it's a new ability that they've added to our site, that we are going to be able to add wait lists. So if we're out of something, you will be able to put your name on a wait list for some products. So right now it's still in what they call the beta feature, and it's being kind of worked on and developed. But so right now it's not quite running yet, so you won't be getting any notifications. I don't know that we have anybody out there that put their name on a wait list anyway, but it's something that we're working on, and I'm going to love it. I can't wait to have that ability. So that's an FYI, and if you have questions about it, you can just give us a call. We love to help you. And then we're going to have to ring the bell for the next question.
She might not have gotten it done, so don't worry about it.
What's our question?
They're looking wondering if we have any front porch. Janine, we have a question if we have any more front porch papers left. Yeah.
We do have
We'll check on the front porch.
the chipboard frames from Front Porch.
Oh, wait, front porch. Okay.
Yep. We do have
Janine, I got it. Okay. I know thank you. I know, I know the answer to that. And sorry to bother Janine.
Yeah.
She's going to go look for them. We don't have the individual front porch papers. We have it in the collection pack, and we have lots and lots of the add-on embellishment pieces. But I apologize, we do not have the individual papers from that.
But yeah, I did bring over the chipboard frames from the front porch because I thought, this would make a really fun album too. You have, basically the same, shapes in here that I used on mine. I love this. I love that oval. I think that is just so pretty. But yeah, you could use this as an album too. Get the collection pack and just go to town.
I had to think about what front porch
yeah.
was. I drew a total blank.
Yeah.
Sent Janine on a, what do they call that hunt when there's nothing to find? I don't know what it's called, but there's a name for it.
I can't think either. It was probably just in my
Going
head.
on a something hunt. I don't know.
Yep. Okay, so this one started with this paper. I had part of this
That
paper.
is beautiful.
Yep. It's, there's the back side.
It's
That's
that
our favorite one.
Okay.
Yep. And I really liked this, and I wanted to incorporate that somehow in the page. And so I just kind of measured things off and trimmed it off. So I really like this stripe, and I really like this. So I wanted to have all of that in there. And again, you can see how my inking kind of changes all of that too.
It did change it a lot. I like that.
So I just cut it, to my 7 3/4 by 5 3/8, 5 3/8 to fit on that, which meant I had to cut this part off, but I had to live with that. So so that's where this started from. Then I believe this is one of the 3x4 cut aparts right here. And then I added from the rub-on sheet where the ice skate is. I wasn't going to use the ice skate, but the mittens, I wanted to have the greenery coming out of the mittens. So there's some on that cut apart, but I wanted more. So I just kind of trimmed off the greenery from here and rubbed that on there. And then I placed
good idea.
Then I placed my mittens on top of that. I wrapped some string around the mittens and popped that up to kind of create that. And then the You Warm My Heart is also from one of the cut aparts that I just cut out. Let me see if I can find the cut apart. But I just did that because I just thought that was really pretty. The other,
you cut it out of the
I
cut
cut
apart.
it, cut it out of the cut apart. I figure it's a cut apart. You're supposed to cut, right? So I cut, and I cut a lot, and I just cut that out. I didn't cut the heart from the middle of that cut apart because I thought that was going to be just a little too much. But I wanted to add that in there, and.
While you're looking for that, it's Wild Goose Chase.
Wild Goose Chase.
Thank you.
Yes.
We had a lot of people that mentioned that, and we're both, Peggy and I are looking at each other. You don't know that, and we're both like, what? What?
I was kind of on a wild goose chase for this paper.
I think you were.
So let me see which.
And she still is.
That maybe not.
Guess it isn't
Oh,
that paper.
that isn't that paper. Maybe it's the journal one. But anyway, it's from one of the cut aparts that I used on that to create that little grouping, and it might be the journal ones. But I did that, and then off to the side on that, there's the You Warm My Heart. Oh, You Warm My Heart is right here.
All right, by golly, she found it.
That one, and then.
And you don't think
No.
you can cut these?
You can
I
cut them.
love cut aparts.
Yes,
and you
I do
guys
too.
know that if you follow Memory Bound.
Yep.
But you have permission to cut out pieces out of there. Like you could cut
Yes,
this
the
star
star.
out if you wanted to.
Yep, you can do the cup.
And do
You
the
can,
cup. You don't have
do
to
that.
use it in that square.
Exactly. And then this piece actually came right here. It's right here.
Okay.
So you can see there's some greenery popping up, and the ticket popping up from the ice skates, but I wanted to use the mittens, so that's why I added from the rub-on sheet and then pop the mittens up on top. They're big enough to cover that up, and I think it just added, a little dimension and kind of...
It did. It's very nice.
Did that. And then the pine cone, the snowflake, we'll call the winter berries. This is from the floral bits. And then I thought it just needed something else over here. It was just too plain. I needed, something to give it a base. And if you look right over here, is it here? I cut it from, no, this side. If you look right here,
You just cut that out?
I just cut that out.
I would never think to do that, Peggy.
It's right there.
Oh my gosh.
So I just cut it out and kind of, trimmed it up and popped it right underneath there because I thought this is going to give me layers without me having to add layers. So I can just kind of pop that up, cover that up a little bit. And so that's how that page came together. So, just, from the bottom piece of paper and then cut your scraps. Always look at your scraps because they really are a wonderful resource to have if you're looking for something small to add on. You'll see, remember earlier I used that plaid strip. Again, that was from a scrap, but I use scraps a lot, so I don't throw a lot of papers away as I'm working on projects, and even the barcode strips. I'll use those little strips too, because those are a nice size to add, just a little bit here and there. So now we have the back cover, and the back cover is this frame right here.
And we have a question about the rub-ons,
Yeah.
Peggy, about if we're going to be getting more in, and we will have to see if they are still available. One of our distributors is sold out of them, so we'll have to check with Simple Stories. So if it's something you're interested, give us a call, send us an email, and we'll see what we can do.
Yep.
And you changed that up totally.
Yeah,
again.
I changed this one too. This is one of the 4x6 cut-aparts right here that I used for the back frame. And then I added the Winterland cut-apart the chipboard, from the chipboard pieces. Added that onto it, and then just added, a little bit of the snowberries, the pine cones, because there's pine cones all over the frame, so we wanted to add all of that in there, and just kind of pile it up, and then the snowflake. Yeah,
adding those ice skates changes it up and
changed
really,
the whole thing and gave it a whole
Makes it a
different kind of
wowzer.
look, right? So from the cut apart sheet, take this one. You'll see this is where I started. Right here.
yeah.
I wanted this greenery to kind of show, because it had the pine cones, and then, but I didn't really want memories on there. So I just went to the chipboard sheet and got, the one that said Wonderland, because we're talking about Winter Wonderland all the way through. And I did bring it down enough so you could still see the blue dot here. I didn't cover it up completely. I wanted that blue dot just to give a little bit of color
border
to it. Yeah. And so then the snowflake, or the ice skates, they come from the bits and pieces, where my bits and pieces went. So they come from the bits and pieces as well, right in there. And so I just added that. The large pine cone came from the floral bits. Again, like I said, those floral bits are a little bit oversized, which is really nice when you're doing something like that, because you have those larger pieces.
That, but they are bigger.
Whether you want to use it, like I used it before, to create pockets or, whatever. I just think it's kind of a nice little feature. And then I just layered, different, pine cones through here, different greenery through here. So, popped it up with dimensional adhesive, and it really came together. It looks like it's really complicated, but because the pieces all kind of come together and work well together, it didn't take as long to put together as what it might look. And, that's it. That's the back cover.
Peggy did the work for us.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how it goes
this
together.
Aside. Let's just flip through it as a review. Let's just flip
through.
through it and show everybody everything again. If you're a late joiner, you've probably figured out by now that Peggy's here today. And she used the fresh snow. She started with the chipboard frames for her base for this album. And then she really took it way out of the ballpark.
And which is
what we expect.
We just had a lot of fun with it.
We expect you to do that, Peggy.
And did, the nice thing about using the book ring as, to bind it here is you can put your pieces in any order in any direction that you want. So
and you can add pieces.
Yeah, you can add pieces to it. So if you have, like a large photo that you want to add, just, matting it on, one of the papers, you can do that and put that on there. So that works really well. And we're changing out the camera just a little bit here.
So then you have to be upside down.
Okay.
We're going to keep Peggy on her toes.
Well, and I have not been on my toes very well. How many times you had to tell me, switch it
You've been
around,
doing
switch it
great.
around.
And we will take pictures of all of this, and it will be on our blog sometime next week.
So again, we started with the frame. The frame, the chipboard frames are the front and back covers for this. And so just kind of decorated that up, added a little bit to it, and then the deer. Probably shouldn't have done that, but so there's that. And again, you know, the pieces that come out. You can also add a photo mat in here if you want to, because it's a belly band. You can add, you know, any kind of ephemera.
You can add
But
photos
if you have, like,
just in
like,
between pages,
you know,
too.
from like if you go skiing or something like that, put your little tags in there, and then.
I'd like to say my
I just
skiing
really
days
love
are
this one.
over, Peggy, but they
Mine
never
are.
started. So
I skied one time, and I fell down the mountain and went to the bar.
I went to the bar, and that's where you spent the rest of the weekend.
Yes, it was. So a little pocket, you know, that I just created with, you know, the little piece there,
So
and tuck
cute.
things in. And then this is on the frame. And again, you know, we said, you know, the different frames, and this is all, the only thing I added was the word snow and a little rub-on, so that is so quick. And the tags,
Well,
again, the
and
little
you give us
pocket here.
ideas. I just love that we have all these great ideas, and Peggy's got a couple other frames packs to show us
Yep.
that you could do very similar projects with.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's a fun little
Super
project to
nice.
do. You know, sometimes my brain needs a break from layouts. I mean, I think all of our brains need breaks from things that we do all the time, just to kind of re-energize and maybe, you know, refocus, you know, the creativity and things like that. And sometimes this just gives me an opportunity to maybe try a few different techniques that I haven't done in a while, or, you know, just play with product. And that's what I kind of like about that. And now I'm back on to layouts at home. So there's that. But I did bring over some of our other ones that we had. If you're still working on your Halloween.
Oh, that would be so fun.
This is a fun one. This is such a fun one.
And which collection is that, Peggy?
This is from Scary Stories.
Okay.
This is the one from just this past fall. I think this is so fun. I really like this line. That was a good line.
It was a good one. You guys, we got to really compliment Simple Stories and all the wonderful product they put out for us.
They do. I mean, we just showed all the sports and all the Winnie the Pooh. I mean, gosh, it's just so nice. This is from Front Porch. We already showed that just a little bit earlier.
We just got it.
Yeah. But if you're getting ready to do, like, you know, spring or Easter, I mean, look at, for a family photo.
Yeah, it would be great.
Gosh, so pretty. This is an older one. This came from Summer Snapshot. This is from this past summer. And it's a fun one too. You know, your summer activities, if you want to do that. If you had, like, you know, an adventure, if you go on adventures, you know, with your kids to the parks or to the beach, you know, and you don't really have enough pictures for a, you know, a layout, or you just want to kind of put all those activities, you know, adventures together, you can do that. And then here's the Winnie the Pooh one.
Just in, and
Just
more coming.
in, and how cute is that? I mean, really.
Wonder if we have any Disney chipboard frames.
I didn't
Must
look
not,
there. I
must
didn't
not.
look there.
Diana, do we have any chipboard frames from Disney?
But I mean, look at this one right here. It almost looks like a Polaroid. Looks like a Polaroid.
Okay,
We do
and
have one
Diana
Disney.
just brought this one
Yeah.
over.
This is from Say Cheese Magic. This is from, what, this past summer?
I think, yeah, that's their newest
Yeah.
Disney collection. Trying to get the glare out. There we go. So
yeah.
today we have crafted outside of the album.
Yes, we have.
Showing you something new and different you can do.
Yep.
Oh, and she's got another
One
one.
more.
Oh, that's right. Is this classic? Say Cheese Classic.
Yes,
Mouse.
classic mouse.
Thank you,
Cute,
Diana.
cute. I love that. Classic mouse.
And we're trying to do a lot of things
Yeah.
like that this month, and we'll do them throughout the year also. But
Yeah.
Peggy, I got to say, I definitely think that your demo today is keeping crafting alive in 2025, and with the Fresh Snow collection from Simple Stories.
I just like, you
A
know,
beautiful project.
sometimes I just need to, you know, do something a little bit different, something outside the box, and this
Janet-
gives me the opportunity to do it.
Janet did link the video for this project that you
Oh,
did
for this one?
previously.
Janet, you're so good.
She is.
You're so
amazing.
good. Mm-hmm.
And then one more thing before we go, because we got our nice warm snow melting weather today, the Frosty the Snowman Big Golden Book is on sale. That's half off. And we're going to grab one here to show you one more time.
Rub on.
So it's the little golden book, but it's big. It's got a nice hardcover, and those are normally $10.99, so they're $5.50, which is a really good deal.
Great price, yeah.
really good deal. Peggy, thank you so much. Thank you so much for, once again, a wonderful Peggy Day.
Well, and on Monday we have Teresa coming back, and she's going to be doing some Valentine ideas with LDRS stamps.
That's what Monday is?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Teresa will be here with some Valentine.
That'll be fun.
I'm laughing because Janet says, I just want to keep looking at it. She put 2 little eyeballs. Yes, I do have a problem with that. So, all right. Bonnie, it was great to spend the morning with you also. And thanks, everybody. Thank you so much. And a big thank you to Peggy.
Thanks for hanging with us today.
And we'll be back on Monday. So we're here all weekend. We're here till 4 today. So come on in if you're in the area. We'd love to see you. And we'll be back here on Facebook on Monday.